Hello, everyone. It is Ruckus Day 13, and the other day, or a couple days ago, uh, in one of my videos, I think it was my Mother's Day Ruckus video, I was talking about the issues I harbor with Mother's Day and how it reminds me that I felt abandoned by my mom due to her drug addiction. So, the comment was for me to remember times when she was around. And in contemplating that at first, it was difficult. I was like, when she was around, all I could continue to come up with was the negative things of when she wasn't around. So, I mean, not that you can always focus on the positive of everything when the pain is deeper than you realize to begin with. So, um, in further attempting to think about the positive, I kept coming up with one event, just one event. All I could remember was when I was probably two or three, maybe between 2 and 3, when I wasn't school age yet, so I got to stay home. Oh, sorry, let me rewind. So today I'm going to talk about the positive things, the positive attributes, the good memories that I have of my mom. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. So back to the story. I was in school age yet, but my sister was, because she was 3 years, or she is 3 years older than me. So it could be any day of the week, not even a weekend, and my mother would make pancakes. Yay, pancakes! And we would watch Sesame Street. I remember that. And then we would watch the soaps. I don't remember what the soaps were about at 2 and 3 years old, but I know we watched the soaps. But what I really remember about the time is eating pancakes and just the general bonding. So that's a positive memory. And then I had a banana stroller. I don't know if they call them that these days and if y'all even know what that is, but if you were born in my time period, then you know what a banana stroller is, so good for you. If not, Google it and see what you get. Maybe you'll find the right thing, because now they're way more high tech than they were. It was a simple little situation, and mine was yellow, and we used to get in the stroller and walk to my sister's school to get her when school was out. And then another positive memory, once I turned, no, slightly before I turned 4, I started preschool when I was 3, right before my 4th birthday. And my mom used to walk me to preschool, and actually she used to put me in my banana stroller and stroll me to preschool and pick me up the same way. And sometimes when she picked me up, it would be her and my dad. I guess it was on his off days that it would be her and my dad. So those are good memories, and that's when we used to have family. It's like right now in this moment, all these good memories are starting to trickle in, but they hadn't occurred when I was thinking about this earlier. So there are apparently lots of good memories, and I'm not going to sit here and go through all of them, but I am going to share a couple more so that I can get to the point that I do want to make about the good memories versus the negative memories. We used to go on family picnics, and I pretend that I was still sleeping so my dad would carry me, because my mom would say, "Andrew, pick her up." And he would. Yay, mommy to the rescue. And as I got older, so then she disappeared for a while, and she was in rehab. I also remember going there when she was doing well, and they used to have softball games. Can I say my mom was kick ass in softball with her left hand self? Yeah, so I remember that. That was fun. But then, okay, so then there's just this gap when she wasn't there, when she was half there, when she was telling me she was going to be there and wasn't. And she comes back to the stint where she was clean and sober for a long time. And this was right during my senior year of high school. And so maybe she was only clean and sober for 3 years, because this was right before I started college. Well, it was my senior year of high school. And then she took me off to college and dropped me off at the dorms, and she would send me care packages and with candles, and I would ask for stuff like spaghetti sauce and Pop-Tarts and thermals and sweats because it was extra cold. And she would send me all that stuff because I didn't have a car and I didn't know where anything was where I was going to school. So she would send me care packages and it was great. And so I allowed myself to let her back in, you know. Um, and then there she went crashing again after I allowed myself to be used to it. So I think that's why it's so hard for me to ever focus on the positive, because with the positive, shortly thereafter came the negative. So it got to a point where I always expected it. And because I expected it, after so many failed attempts at successfully being there and staying there the way I needed her to be, I couldn't trust it anymore. The cost was too high, so I stopped. So it is kind of nice to think about the positive things my mother had to offer rather than just focusing on the negative. So I think that's all I have to share for my ruckus today. And also, I think that it was necessary for me to have gotten to this point so I can, like another friend commented, for me to write a letter to my mother. I don't think I could have written a letter with just negative. It's not me. And so now I think I'm ready to write the letter. So I will make an attempt at writing this letter at some point between now and the next ruckus. So stay tuned for Ruckus Day 14. As always, you can catch me on my blog, where you will find not just video but also written post, and that is at peachpitpropaganda.tumblr.com. Also, you can follow me on Twitter at P_CU3ED. That's P cubed. And have a blessed night and a wonderful morning. And I will talk to you all tomorrow. Peace.